The last thing that I want to bring up with, that I didn't think I had a problem with, but now that I believe it's an issue for everybody in this game, is there's 2 perks in this game at this moment in time that need to be changed or deleted, and that's Last Stand and Martyrdom. And people go, oh, you stop your fucking whining, you know, just fucking deal with it. You know, and I understand, yeah, I can deal with it most of the time, but now I'm starting to realize the point of which this is changing the gameplay of their game, and there's no counter for it. There's no counter for Last Stand, and there's no counter for perk. There's a counter for Juggernaut. There's a counter for some other things, but there's no counter for Last Stand and Martyrdom. For example, if you are in the map Downpour, and you get into the building that runs next to the 50 cal, the opposite side of the corn silos. You kill somebody, and they drop a Martyrdom. Okay, you kill a guy that's got Martyrdom, and you just got into a tough fight with them, and you lost almost half your life. So you're fucking bleeding. You see the screen is red. You won the battle. You killed that guy. So he dies, a grenade pops out, you don't have enough time to run out the door because you just got in a fight and you're half dead. So even though you got far enough away from the grenade, you still get killed by this guy. Now here's the problem that I have with that perk. One is that you're rewarding the guy that I killed with a perk that could kill me after he's already dead. What kind of bullshit is that? 2, if everybody on the team had Martyrdom or Last Stand, then the person that was killed, this is the part that's really screwed up about this whole situation. Now listen to this carefully. If your whole team has Martyrdom or Last Stand, there's no possible way that the other team can advance. If you're in a building, the block, Downpour, anything where you have to go through a building to get to the other side. Because here's what happens. This is the worst thing about Martyrdom. A person dies, you kill him, so now he drops the grenade from Martyrdom, which now he's being rewarded for dying. So he drops a grenade. You die now. Now you die. So now what happens after that point? You respawn back to where you were at, and then this guy respawns back to where he's at. So now we both advance to the same point in which we just had a battle. Rinse and repeat, and the same thing happens. This in turn slows down the gameplay. I killed that guy. I earned that. Therefore, I should be able to advance. Instead, the person who dies is being rewarded for the death of a Martyrdom being dropped and kills me, and then I have to start back over and be penalized for the kill that I got. So now, instead of me, after I won the fight, I have to respawn, come back to the point that I originated from, which I shouldn't be at the first place because I already won the fight that I was in, and I should be already in position to move forward. But instead now, I have to respawn because I was killed by a Martyrdom grenade and come all the way back. And kill the same guy that I already killed. So now, if my whole team has Martyrdom, or Last Stand, and for instance, Last Stand, if you're playing a staggering group of people, and then the guy kills the guy with you have a guy in front of you gets killed or gets knocked down, then Last Stand, then the guy with Last Stand is being rewarded, and he's still in battle with the guy that already shot him down. In the meantime, his backup is coming to shoot you. So that's bullshit. You know, the guy that killed the guy in Last Stand shouldn't have Last Stand, because now he is being penalized because he still has to fight with the guy that's shooting him with fucking super uber fucking handgun on the ground instead of the next guy coming up behind him. So now he gets killed and he has to respawn, and then the person advances because he had last stand. You see the point in all that? You cannot advance. You cannot. I mean, if you're in a clan match, all you have to do is have last stand and martyrdom, and the other team can never advance because they're too busy fighting a person with a double life. Those fucking perks need to be removed. That is not fair to the people who get the kills. And there's no other way that you can explain it, because for the fact is that my team cannot advance because they're being held up by last stand and martyr. So you get 2 lives that I have to fight through. So instead of me killing you and earn that right for me to advance to the point where we could take the other team out, we can't now because I'm too busy fighting a last stand or trying to run away from a martyrdom or trying to press right bumper, which never ever picks up the grenade and throws it anywhere. I mean, those two are ridiculous. You can't advance on last stand and martyrdom. A whole team could go into that, and there's no way. If you stagger a team, that's unbeatable. Those need to be deleted. They are not what this game was intended to have. They need to put that shit in Soldier of Fortune Last Payback. You know, that don't need to be in Call of Duty 4. Those two should be deleted off of the perks. You know, that's ridiculous. You want to give somebody a perk? Give them an armor perk. You want to give them extra life. You know, give them a helmet. Give them a vest. Not give them last stand, another life. And then on top of that, you have the animation change from standing to the guy's doing a Michael Jackson pose with a pistol in his hand. And then all of a sudden you got to change your view and look down at him. And then another guy's coming behind him to back him up. You already killed him. You should be on to the next guy that's coming right behind him. They need to fix that. Delete both those perks. It shouldn't be in the game.